welcome with me Ambesh, our MVP for Microsoft Copilot Studio. And thus his topic today, the key differences between the light and full experience of the Microsoft Copilot Studio. So, come on, join me listening to Ambesh and his topic. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Marius. So, as you know, that Microsoft Copilot Studio is one of the powerful platform for building the secure, scalable, and the intelligent agents that work across Microsoft 365 and any line of the business systems. Copilot Studio basically offer the two ways to build an AI agents, a light experience, which generally integrated into the Microsoft Dynamic 365 Copilot app, and a full experience, a standalone Copilot Studio application. Both experiences enable you to create a powerful agent, but they serve different needs. To choose between the light and the full experience of the Copilot Studio to build your agent, you can consider some of the factors like who is your audience, which audience you are going to use the agent. Then you can think about the deployment scopes, that how widely do you plan to share the agents. You can also think about the functionality, like what task that the agent is going to perform. And then important aspects here, the governance need. Does your agent require the granular application lifecycle management? In terms of both, Copilot Studio experiences are included with the Microsoft 365 Copilot add-on licenses for the authenticated users. So if you don't have the Copilot licenses, you can use the Copilot credits or a pay-as-you-go plan to access either of these experiences. You can also use the light experiences for free to build agents, which is grounded on the web knowledge. Before we go deep into that one, just let's see how these two interfaces look like. So if you can see on my screen, like I have one Microsoft 365, this is a lightweight experience. So in the Microsoft 365 chat application, Copilot application, you have an agents. You can either describe it, you can use one of the template, or you can directly go for the configuration where you just put the description, instruction, knowledge. You can use some of the inbuilt capabilities or the flags for that one. You can use the suggested prompts as well there. And yeah, this is the one option. You can use any of the template which is being provided by the Microsoft. So suppose if I just need a career coach or idea coach, I just simply use it, and then it is started auto saving. I can create it, that everything is being populated directly from here. So this is one of the experience. The second experience, you can directly, as I mentioned, you can go with this to the Copilot Studio, and within the Copilot Studio, you can simply define here the things which is being worked freely. So you can directly go and choose any of the templates, or you can directly write the prompts and start the agents from there. So you can use the template, existing template, you can start the new agent directly from there. So these are a couple of options available directly for the makers and the citizen developer. The other way I would also call it, let's have a comparison between like the key differences where you should use the lightweight and where you should use the other. Let me just quickly go for magnifying image so you can just read it. The first, when as I said, the target audience. So basically the light experiences are for the individuals or really for the small teams. But at the same time, if you go with the full experiences or the standalone portal, it is really for the bigger departments, maybe the complete organization, or maybe totally for the external users. When we talk about the deployment scopes, this in the lightweight, it is really limited to the personal or only for the team use. You cannot just go and deploy it for the external website and so on. But for the full experience, you both the enterprise wide or the external deployment, you can just go with the whole ALM pipeline and the different mechanism there. If you look for the interfaces perspective, then the lightweight is basically worked on the natural language. You don't need any code. But if you go for the standalone application, it is full with the rich UI with the advanced tools and the customizations. You can go and write the plugins, skills, different entities. You can go and totally describe it using the Power Automate, so you can extend the functionality as a number of the time. For the integration, the lightweight is always embedded in the Microsoft 365 Copilot, but the other one, you can go for the separate web portal. You can integrate with the customer service applications. You can go with the sales application or any of the application, you can extend it. When we talk about the functionality, the lightweight is focused more on the simple Q&A agents grounded in the M365 content. But at the same time, if you go with the standalone, it is advanced workflow, multi-turn dialogues, custom connectors, and it's rich with a lot of the other functionality. Governance and ALM, I'll already give an example. Like it is in the lightweight, you have a minimal lifecycle management, but at the same side, if you go with the standalone Copilot applications, that is full ALM supports with including the versioning, including the environments, automation, and everything. Customization is quite limit to the lightweight, but you can go with the extensive customization. You can use Power Automate, APIs, plugin, anything possible with the standalone application. Now, the cost is really important aspect. So it's free of cost where for the light version when you do the web grounded agents, and it also included with the Copilot licenses. But at the same time, if you are going for the standalone application, it required the Copilot licenses, credits, or pay as you go. Let's think about some security and the compliance. With the light experience, you always get a really basic security and the compliance features. But at the same time, if you're going with the standalone application or full experiences, you will see the enterprise grade of the controls there. To wrap up, like when in which use cases, what we should use it. So if you are really creating a quick boards for the internal knowledge, like a SharePoint, email, and so other sources, the light experiences are much more relevant for that one. But at the same time, you should use the full experience of the standalone application when you really go with the scalable solution for the customer services. You can go for the HRs, ITs, support, and any of the possible enterprise level of user stories. So this is how I would like to basically wrap up, and then you probably decide before you are going for the implementation of the agents that you should go with the light experience version or you should go with the full experience version. If there would be any feedback, any questions, you can just put in the comments or you just connect me or the LinkedIn and we can have a short discussion if you're facing any difficulties around there to identify which experience as a maker you should use it. That's I would like to wrap up all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ambesh. Yeah, really insightful. I totally neglect the light experience because as consultants, we usually get called because we tick one of those four boxes, right? But it's nice to be remembered that you can get really quick wins with the light experience in the right context. So thank you and have a nice
Thank you
evening.
again.